It could be you, Joanne Warnock of Kansas City, Missouri. It could be you, Virgie Edwards of Bucharest, Romania. Or wherever you live across the United States, it could be you. It's America's Show of Surprises, and here's the man who will amaze you what he knows about you, Bill Leydon.
Welcome to It Could Be You. Thank you, Wendell. And welcome to It Could Be You, brought to you by Geritol, America's #1 tonic. Geritol's the fast-acting, high-potency tonic that helps you feel stronger fast. So let's begin tonight with an identification quiz. We're going to show a Western personality on our monitors that you see around the studio. And the person who correctly identifies this Western personality will win a prize. Now, I'm delighted to say the prize tonight, a very unusual one. We will wallpaper one 8x10 wall in the home of the winner with It Could Be You premium grade wallpaper. Do I detect levity in the audience? That's not levity, you're passing out. Wait till you see the paper, though. It's a special pattern printed by the government, and here it is. 800 $1 bills. Right? Now, whoever the winner may be, if you don't want it on your walls, we'll break it up in pieces and give it to you in cash. Who'd like to try for it? Just raise your hands, if you will. Anybody here? Somebody over there has 3 hands. Let's see. Let's select that lady there. She's sitting one seat in there. Mm-hmm. Yes, the lady with the dark blue dress, the little print dress with the little pearl necklace. The one holding her mouth on right now. What is your name, please?
Mary Ann Carnahan.
Carnahan, would you like $800?
Yes.
Well, all right, come on down here on stage with me, Mrs. Carnahan. Let's see if you can win it. And while Mrs. Carnahan is on her way down here, I'd like to talk to you about the weather. You know, this has really been a severe winter, hasn't it? And with the kind of weather we've been having in many parts of the country, wintry, damp, windy, snowy, well, you may suffer from the flu, cold, or sore throat. Now, after such a winter illness, you may feel weakened because of iron deficiency anemia, or as we call it, tired blood. Now, at such a time, to help get back your strength faster, you should take Geritol. The high-potency tonic actually begins to strengthen tired blood in just 24 hours. And soon you should regain the strength and energy you need to do your job and to enjoy life to the full. So after a cold, flu, or sore throat, check with your doctor, and if tired blood is keeping you run down, take Geritol liquid or tablets every day. You're going to feel stronger fast in just 7 days or your money back. Now, mothers, remember, give your child Geritol Jr. in the good-tasting liquid or new, easy-to-take tablets. After a winter illness, Geritol Jr. may help your child gain strength fast. Thank you. Pretty fancy wallpaper, isn't it?
Yes. I don't have a house, though.
Don't worry about it. Could you use the $800?
Oh, I sure could.
Well, how many are there in your family first? Is it a Carnahan? Mrs.
Yes.
How many in your family?
Well, there's my husband.
That's 1.
And my 2 little boys.
That's 3.
And then me.
That's 4. All right. You have 2 little boys. Is your husband here with you tonight?
No, he's in Japan.
He's on business in Japan?
He's in the Air Force.
I see. All right. Well, Mary Lynn, with those 2 little sons of yours, we're sure that you can save and use this money, couldn't you? This fancy wallpaper?
Sure could.
All right. Now, it's a contest. We don't just bring people up on stage and say, what's your name? And that's fine. Take the money. You have to earn it. Now, in a moment, we're going to switch to a remote camera outside of our studio, and you're going to see a Western personality walk out of the darkness, out of a car, out of the darkness, toward the camera. Now, if you can identify this Western personality within 60 seconds, I can't give any more time than that, you win the $800 $1 bills. Is that clear? Mm-hmm. All right, let's switch outside our studio to camera 5, please. Now, that's the section of just entering the NBC Artist parking lot. The car is pulling up to the curb right now. In a moment, the Western personality will step out of that car and start walking toward us in the pools of light. All right, now, Mrs. Carnahan, we're going to cover your monitor momentarily while we tell our audience who this Western personality is. You see, it wouldn't be fair to tell you if we want everyone else to
Not
know.
very good at Westerns.
Oh, I love Westerns, don't you? Now, you'll be coming closer.
The Western personality is not a movie star. It is her husband, Airman Tony Carnahan. He's a Western personality because he's originally from California. We flew him here to surprise Mrs. Carnahan from the United States Air Force Base in Fushu, Japan.
Now, we're going to uncover the monitor in just a moment. You're going to get your big chance. All right, our monitor's uncovered. Now, Mrs. Carnahan, for 800 $1 bills, as he comes closer to us, I want you to try and identify this Western personality. He'll be in the light again. Does it look like Gene Autry?
No, he's too tall for Gene Autry. Wyatt Earp? No.
Wyatt Earp? Is he going to draw? What's he going to do there? I guess he's getting ready to go in this. Yeah, Sister. I guess you know who it is, huh? That's Airman Tony Carnahan. We flew him here from Fushu, Japan last night. I don't know whether you heard his scream when you took off that hat. Sorry out there. We thought you'd never get in that light so we could see you. Now, you see, Tony lived in California, so that makes it all right when I say he was a Western personality. Come on over here, the two of you. You'd never scream like that for Wyatt Earp, would you? He's delighted. It's just beginning the rainy season in Japan, too. Now, Tony, I know that you've been worried quite a bit about Mary Lynn during her recent illness. Naturally, you weren't able to come to this country. There have been a lot of doctor bills since you left home, which was quite some time ago. We also know you're anxious to see your two sons. And Mother doesn't know much about this either. Here's your oldest, Scotty. Wait till you see the size of this one, Dad. Look, there's Daddy. Scotty, come here, boy. That's your daddy there. That's the big man there. Give me a big hug. Oh. You remember Daddy now, huh? Got a couple more medals since you've seen him. Now, you have another son. You've never set eyes on him in your life. Your youngest, Timothy Michael Carnahan, was born 12 weeks ago. And you were in Japan. Oh, easy. Ooh. Get the head, Dad. Now, with a name like that, Timothy Michael Carnahan, I think he's going to be quite a boy. Did we surprise you, Mary Lynn? Well, thanks to the makers of Geritol, Tony, you're together with your family. You have $800 in this wallpaper to cover these doctor bills, and we have arranged a 30-day leave for you. That's another surprise. And the best of everything to you all. Take your sons backstage and get to know them all over. Don't stop them. You know, we all heard of the story, I guess, of Diogenes, who spent his entire life searching for an honest man. It took our research staff a few weeks to find one. So come on down here on stage, Chief Electrician's Mate Monroe Sparky Blevins. It could be you. Come on down. All right, Chief.
I don't know how you did it.
Yeah, the Navy doesn't do all the tricks. We're tricky, too. I see you've been in the Navy a couple of years, huh?
Yeah, a few.
How long have you been in?
I have 20 years in.
20 years. Mind if I call you Sparky?
Love you too. Everybody else does.
All right. I know that in their 20 years in the Navy, you've served on a lot of fine ships and seen a lot of action in your time. But the action you were involved in last Christmas is the one we're going to talk about right now. We know that you and your wife, your 9-year-old son, were facing Christmas with a mighty slim budget. And I know that, well, raising a son, picking up the tab for the hospital bills for your wife's illness didn't leave too much cash in that till to spend on presents, did it? And then just before Christmas, like a tremendous stroke of good fortune, you found something. What did you find just before Christmas?
I found a lady's purse.
Anything in it?
About $1,100.
Boy, what a Christmas that would buy. What'd you do? What did you do with the money, huh? What did you buy?
Well, I didn't buy anything with it. I called the lady up and gave it back to her.
Oh, you mean there was identification then?
Yeah, I called the police department, and I called the highway patrol and everybody else I could think of, and I found a phone number in her purse by searching through it, and I found that she had had an unpaid phone bill in there, and it was to be paid, but it was in there nevertheless, and I called her up, and she was frantic trying to locate it.
I don't see why she'd be upset losing $1,100, but... And you returned the $1,100 to her.
Yes, sir.
Well, Sparky, you are an honest man.
No, I did what anybody else
Now, by a strange coincidence, the very day you're returning the $1,100 to the lady who had lost it, something was stolen from your home. What was taken from your home?
did. Christmas tree.
How does this happen? Someone steals a Christmas tree on Christmas. That's sort of, after all those things, it put a strain on the old adage that honesty is the best policy, didn't it?
Well, those things happen.
Gee, I hope they don't happen to me. Well, Sparky, we're here to prove that honesty is the best policy. We feel that you should have a reward for your act of honesty. We happen to know that you're retiring from the Navy this year. And we know something that you've been dreaming about for several years to help you while away the time in those years of retirement. As a matter of fact, we understand that every time you pass a window, a store window that has one of these in, you just stand there and drool. Well, the makers of Geritol want that retirement dream of yours to come true. Look what we have for you. You'll know what it is as soon as you see it.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. That's the whole treatment.
Thank you, Bill.
That's the DeWalt, and that's the complete power shop of DeWalt. It's a multi-purpose power tool, as you know, because you love these things, and manufactured by the originator of the radial arm of woodworking equipment. A.M.F. DeWalt of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, made up that beauty for you. And, of course, the DeWalt Power Shop comes complete with all the accessories. You can use it to build little models or build an entire home. And with that DeWalt workshop, Chief, go our best wishes for a happy retirement after serving our country so well for so many
I can only
years.
say thank you. I don't know.
Don't say anything. Go over and take a look at it. You'll be using it now
Thank
for
you.
years. Go ahead, take a look at it. There goes an honest man. Chief Electrician's mate, Martin Cleveland.
When the pressure of too much work, or when fatigue sometimes makes you nervous and jittery because of simple nervous tension, take Deverex, the new relaxant capsule that helps calm your nerves. Deverex acts through the central nervous system. Here is the nerve center of your body. Here is where your nerves are controlled. The medication in Deverex goes to work right at the central nervous system to help calm your nerves. Deverex helps ease away that jittery feeling you sometimes get, even because of everyday problems. Contains no narcotics, is not habit-forming, safe, taken as directed. Ask your druggist for Deverex, D-E-V-A-R-E-X, Deverex.
Whenever you feel upset because of simple nervous tension, take Deverex. Get Deverex at your drugstore tomorrow. A few days ago, I must admit, I received a letter from our spy in Spokane, Washington. We have them everywhere. And it said, please do what you can to cheer up a lonely man separated from his wife and 3 children. He's an ex-Navy man, 6 foot 4 inches tall. He's staying with a relative in Altadena, California. Sounds like you, Lawrence Utke of Spokane, Washington. Would you stand, please? 6 foot 4, I guess that checks. Wait, we're not sure yet. Do you have a wife and 3 children in Spokane, Washington? Right. Well, then you must be the lonely husband we heard about. Come on down here on stage, because it could be you. Welcome. You are a long one.
Right.
Now, Larry, with a wonderful family like yours, we can understand well, why you're lonely. We have their picture on to show everyone. Refresh your memory. There they are. I know the baby boy Kenneth is getting a little heavy for your wife Deanie to manage alone. She had polio when she was just a child, didn't she? I know that you've hardly seen your new son because in October you had to leave your family in Spokane and came to Los Angeles. Why did you come down here in Southern California?
Seek a new work.
Well, you're looking for a job, weren't you?
Right.
And I know that things didn't turn out too well there at first, did they?
No.
You had a job, sort of found out it was temporary.
That's right.
You had a little siege of unemployment, and with debts piling up back home, it can get a little bit tough out, can't it? But you landed a new job a few weeks ago, didn't you? What's your new job?
It's ADT.
That's a burglar alarm system.
right.
What do you do? Go and break into stores, see if they work, or what?
No, we help catch the ones that do break in.
Oh, I guess they figure a fella 6'4" could discourage someone trying to break in. You know, Larry, your wife has been worried about you. Do you know why? Well, she knows that you like to relax after work, and you're working nights, I understand.
That's right.
That you like to come home after work and stretch your legs, and there's something in your home in Spokane she knew you'd like to have to make life a little more comfortable for you. Look what rolled up to the NBC studios in Spokane this morning. We're going outside again with our outside camera. Now, there's a big Dean Van Lines moving van that was in Spokane just a few days ago. They're the nation's fastest growing household movers. You know, Dean Van Lines is the dean of American movers. And look what your wife sent you to enjoy life. You recognize this? What's that, huh? You've logged many an hour in that. Give her a whirl. That's your famous swinging rocker, and he loves this thing. Oh, there he is. Okay. You've been missing that, haven't you? Huh? It rocks pretty good. Now, it's still warm, you notice. Wendell's been sleeping in it since they brought it back. Now, does it make you feel a little more at home, Larry? A little bit, Our spies tell us if you could get your furniture and belongings here, your family could move down on the bus. How much would it cost to move all your things down?
I haven't checked into it too closely.
Well, I'm glad you haven't. We have. And but don't worry about the furniture and all your things. The makers of Geritol had that moving van you just saw filled with everything, all your belongings, and they're right outside the studio. That sound all right for you? This is just a start. We've got everything in there. Now, with your household belongings, come on, you're getting too lazy sitting down there. Come on, please. You can get used to that, you know, and go to sleep. You've taken a few naps in that, I understand.
Few.
Now you have your household belongings, you have the new job, and you're doing fine. Half the battle is won. Now all you need is your family now.
That's right.
Well, the makers of Geritol took care of that, too. We flew your wife, Deanie, in from Spokane, Washington this morning, and here she is. Come on here, Deanie. There she is. Well, you've got two little daughters you haven't seen in a long time. Kathy and Janet, come on out here. There's your two little girls. Look at that red hair. All right, now here's the chip off the old block. The little guy you've rarely seen. Where is he? Bring him out. There's the boy. There, Dad. There's your son. He is a moose. Look at the size of that boy. He is a big one. What does he weigh, Mama?
29 pounds.
29 pounds, and how old is he?
10 months.
10 months and weighs 29 pounds. Oh, you fixed there. And he walks already, doesn't he?
He's
Just starting to walk.
First steps in the hotel.
That's wonderful. Well, now your family is complete. Any idea, Deanie, where you're going to live in Los Angeles?
We'll probably rent.
Well, Larry, while we were investigating you, we had our staff look around. Your job is around Huntington Park.
That's right.
And we were looking at some very nice residential districts around your work, at some 3-bedroom homes, and they ran across a couple of homes I think that would be just the thing for your fine family. Any idea what they'd rent for?
No, I know.
Well, you can get a very nice one, and everything I think that you'd like for about $200 a month. Is that all right?
We'll live in the van.
You live in the van?
Yeah.
Well, don't you worry about while you're getting settled and looking for your very own home, because the makers of Geritol want you to do it worry-free. Here's a check made out to you for $2,400 to take care of the first year's rent, right there. There! Don't eat it! Don't eat it! Don't eat it! No, you don't want to play with this. Here, you take that. You take the ticket to the show. Give that to Dad. Oh, boy, that wouldn't have been an expensive meal. Does that take a few worries off your mind, Larry?
Oh,
Well,
gosh.
we're happy to have been able to bring your fine family together, and we hope you have a wonderful life here in Southern California. You take them backstage.
When congestion of a cold has you all stuffed up, when swollen nasal passages bring sinus pressure and pain, quick, take Bannerin, the new anti-cold capsule, fortified with vitamins A, B1, C, and D. Bannerin relieves annoying symptoms at all stages of your cold. During your cold, when sinus congestion like this develops, here's what Bannerin does. It shrinks swollen membranes, helps keep nasal passages open. Sinus pain and pressure are relieved. Your head feels clear. So at the first sign of a cold, quick, take Bannerin, the new anti-cold capsule, fortified with vitamins A, B1, C, and D, for more complete relief from cold miseries or your money back. Ask for Bannerin, B-A-N-A-R-I-N, Bannerin.
Yes, for more complete relief from cold miseries, take Bannerin. It's the only anti-cold capsule fortified with vitamins A, B1, C, and D. Now I'd like to talk to a couple whose trouble started the day they were married. Everyone in the audience is getting shaky now. But it could be you. We're talking about Joan and Joe Cates. Come on down here on stage, will you? Let's explain here. Come on down. Welcome to It Could Be. You were sitting there so comfortably a minute ago. How are you, Joan? You don't mind if I have the girl stand next to me? I sort of work it out that way, you know. Hi.
You told me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Now, your trouble started the day that you two were married back in 1950. Now, the trouble I'm talking about is with your car. Oh, boy, you have car trouble. How old was that car, Joe, that you had back then?
Oh, it was about 12 years old, 13 years old.
Now, I think you had a 1937 coupe, I think, in 1950. You put your bride-to-be in the 37 coupe, and you're on your way to the city hall to get married. Joan, what happened right in the middle of a busy downtown street, right in the intersection?
Stopped.
Not only that, the radiator blew its top, bing, and you had to push the car all the way to your wedding. You were in great shape. Now, after a while, you were married, you traded that 37 for a later model. What did you get then, Joe?
Well, we got a 41 Ford then.
Mm-hmm. That didn't last long either. Remember the trip you took through Kings County National Park in Yosemite? Now, that's very mountainous country for you folks that live in the plain states. And you're up there about 50 miles from nowhere, the radiator springs a leak. You two sure have radiator trouble, don't you? Now, we figured out that your big trouble is that you two are all right, except you're living in the wrong age. You don't dig our transportation. You need transportation that will never give you radiator trouble, something that'll move around without you having to worry about water all the time. And we have just the thing for you. Bicycle? No. Here is Waterless Willie, right here. He's guaranteed to go 5,000 miles without a drop of water. And if you notice for you two, Willie's a two-seater. You notice that? Now, by the way, I know something you'll need after 50 miles on that camel. We have a great big bottle of Pretext for you by Lamvam, most provocative perfume. And to prove this whole scene to your doubting friends, just stand right over here in front. Oh, that's a very nice camel. All right, turn around here because, no, face over here. We're going to take your picture, you see. Now, Wendell is going to take your picture with the famous Polaroid land camera. It's a camera that takes and develops its own pictures in 60 seconds time. You're going to take the camera, including the leather carrying case, the flash gun, all the attachment, and the Polaroid print copy or something brand new is all yours. And Joe, it looks like your radiator problems are over. Have fun and give our best to the boys at the Oasis. Just go right out here. Oh, boy. They'll never make it over the hump. You know, the camels, I thought, you know, that those things are way beyond the top there. What do they ride in between them? Anybody ever ridden a camel? You know, the couple we surprised a few minutes ago sure had their share of automotive problems, but there's someone else in our audience who has car problems of a completely different nature. Don't try to hide up there, Jereen Hazeltine. It could be you. Jereen, would you stand up for just a moment, please? Would you stand? I don't want to inconvenience you, but I know that you consider yourself a pretty good driver, isn't that right? Very good, quick reactions. You know all the traffic laws, and with the heavy traffic in Los Angeles area, you deport yourself very well. You're great on the freeways. You only have one problem: getting in and out of the garage. I know you've scraped so many fenders that now your husband makes you park in the driveway and only he pilots the car in and out of the garage. You're not even allowed in there anymore, are you? Now, is this the truth? I know. Jereen, we know that those scraped fenders aren't really your fault. The way they're building cars today with those great big wide fins, it could happen to anybody, you know. So after you left home today, we sent our men out to your house. We gently as we could, removed the whole front of your garage. Yes, we did. We're going to prove it to you, and rebuilt it to fit your car. Now, you'll never have trouble with scraped fenders again, Jereen. Look what we've done for you. Look at this magnificent thing. We even brought the ivy along that grows around your garage. Now, you see, you'll never have trouble with the scraped fenders again. We've cut out where those fenders are, as Wendell is demonstrating there. Look at all we've done for you. And all you have to do is aim the car for the cutout there, and you can't miss. And show her, Wendell, around the edges it's padded for extra insurance. Now, I know that at this moment you're all choked up with gratitude. But don't try to thank us yet, Jereen. In case you missed, though, we have something that'll come in mighty handy for you at the hospital. The new RCA Victor Urbanite portable television set. You're going to enjoy its clean, mirror-sharp pictures. So take it easy and happy driving, Jereen. Hope you like your new garage. I think sometimes we get a little silly, wouldn't you say? Oh, I'd like to remind you that next week is Girl Scout Week. I'll show them that you have the right attitude toward the work they are doing. Support the Girl Scouts. Well, we've certainly enjoyed bringing you these surprises tonight, and be sure to watch It Could Be You daytime Monday through Friday over most of these same stations. And remember, if iron deficiency anemia or tired blood has you feeling all in, check with your doctor and take Geritol. Feel stronger fast in just 7 days or your money back. Until tomorrow morning then, and next week at the same time, this is Bill Leydon reminding you that wherever you live, whatever you're doing, it could be you. Bye-bye, everybody, and thank you.
It Could Be You is brought to you by Geritol, America's #1 tonic that helps you feel stronger fast. To save $1, buy Geritol in the economy size. Our out-of-town guests are flown to Hollywood via TWA's luxurious jet stream. Non-stop service coast to coast and overseas. Fly the finest. Fly TWA Jetstream. It Could Be You is a Ralph Edwards production. Produced by Stephen Haydes, directed by Stuart W. Phelps. Our special guests stay at the beautiful Hotel Knickerbocker in the heart of Hollywood.
If you sometimes can't sleep because of simple nervousness, overwork, or fatigue, try Sominex. Taken as directed, Sominex helps bring 100% safe sleep. Contains no narcotics, non-habit forming.
Take Sominex tonight and sleep. Safe and restful sleep. Sleep, sleep.
Take Sominex as directed for 100% safe sleep.
Be sure to watch the Arthur Murray Party featuring music, dancing, and exciting guest stars every Monday evening. See your local newspaper listing for time and channel. Be sure to watch Behind Closed Doors, which follows immediately over most of these NBC stations. Now this is Wendell Niles wishing you good health from Pharmaceuticals Incorporated, who brings you Geritol, Devorex, Banarin, and other fine quality drug products.